We are in a Jewish cemetery in Odessa, and I have never ever seen a Jewish cemetery like this. I suggest that you also go back and look at my YouTube video on Sapanta, the Mary Cemetery, because this makes it two very, very unique cemeteries.
This is the third Jewish cemetery. The first Odessa's Jewish cemetery was founded during the first years of the city at the very end of the 18th century and was active cemetery up until the end of the 19th century. Then they founded the second one, and this is the third one, opened after World War II. Now we have a Jewish section on a general cemetery in the city for new Jewish burials.
I have never ever seen a Jewish cemetery with sculptures and the pictures of the people on them.
During the Soviet days, it was very hard to get marble like this one. So monuments like this would date to the Soviet days.
That was in Soviet days, just a little tiny picture. That's more common. Yes, you can see a small picture on a Christian and Jewish tombstone in different places, but I never seen full portraits. What are some of the names on
Friedman. Friedman is the name on the monument to the left, and then for the monument to the lady, and the monument to the man has the last name Krashunsky.
Baba was shot. I just asked any important Jewish people buried here, and she said Baba was shot in a Soviet concentration camp in 1940. She was 32 years old. This one reminds me of Sapanta because it's his hobby, where they etched on their tombstones exactly what the person's hobbies were, what they liked to do, and even how they died, whether or not they were electrocuted, or whether or not they died naturally, or in an automobile accident, or even in a bicycle accident. This one is on Hebrew, and it's possibly the tombs of rabbis that were moved from the second cemetery to the third cemetery. This is a Brodsky with a Russian Air Force hat on. There is one gypsy grave, the most ornate and hugest one in the entire Jewish cemetery. What does it say about him?
You were a czar. Seems to be like something like a gypsy baron, you know?
A gypsy baron?
But that's me guessing.
Right, right.
You were a czar, and you remained being a czar, and memory about you. We will cherish your memory, and we will cherish your name, and your people will remember you forever being alive.
Wrong, it's more than one family. These are the same, or it is the same family of gypsies. I like that. On this one they painted his gold watch and his gold ring. 1949, and perhaps that was his mother, maybe?
Yeah, that's the mother.
That is the mother right there. They were brothers. But can you see how huge his, I don't want to call it a mausoleum, but his burial ground is? I mean, that had to cost a small fortune